Hello, welcome to Beals Science. I'm Craig Beals. Today, we're gonna experiment with fire. But we're gonna take this whole fire experiment up a notch. We're gonna see if we can change the color of a flame. And then we're gonna go even one step further. We're gonna see if we can make explosive balloons of different colored flames. Because you know what? Why not?
The compounds I'm using for this are all called salts. One of them is going to look familiar, maybe. It's NaCl, that's sodium chloride, but the rest of them are called salts as well. Here's how we test these salts. This is called a flame test. It's a very common practice in chemistry, especially when you're learning about chemistry, because every element gives off a different color of light. So if you take a compound and you put it in a flame and it heats up and it gives off a color of light, you can start to figure out what elements are in that compound. But we're going to use this in a little bit different way once we know what colors we're getting from the different elements.
And what I'm gonna do is put a small amount of salt inside the glass Petri dishes, and I'm gonna add some methanol to it. Now this is the part where I highly advise you not to try this. Oftentimes we say, don't try this at home. Don't even try this in the chemistry lab. There's probably more accidents, more students have been hurt with methanol doing this experiment than anything else. Here's why. Methanol is highly volatile, okay? The vapors from it burn very, very easily. So what has happened in the past, you'll have a chemistry teacher or a student doing a demonstration, you come along with a flame and those heavy vapors ignite. Don't do this. There are other ways of doing this experiment. Now, something like isopropyl alcohol will work, but when I do it in the camera, you're just not gonna see much color. Here we go. What's going to happen now is as they heat up, the electrons in those compounds are going to jump up to a higher energy level. As they fall back down to their ground state, they're going to give off that energy at a certain wavelength. That certain wavelength is a color of light. That's the color that we see coming off of these. I'm going to step out of the way so you can just enjoy the show. I don't know if it's completely necessary to try to make the rainbow fire any more cool than it is, but I think we might as well try, which is why I've got a tank of a hydrogen back here, and hydrogen gas is highly combustible. It is explosive. If we add a little bit of energy, it's gonna go out and it's gonna react with the oxygen in the air and make a big kaboom. It's also gonna leave a big fireball. Now, I think, based on our experiments earlier, we can change the color of that fireball using our salts. There's only one way to find out. I've just got a candle on a meter stick, a little bit of flame. Let's see. So that's a good orange yellow flame. Now what we want to do is see if we can change the color of that flame with some of our salts that we tested before.
I'm going to take about 0.1 grams of each of my salts. And then I'm going to grind them down until they're into a nice powder and then dissolve them in a little bit of water. I'm going to dissolve them inside the balloon. Then when it goes kaboom, hopefully it heats up those salts and gives color.
In 3, 2, 1. That was red. It was like brilliant red. That was awesome. In 3, 2, 1. That was way cooler than I expected. Next one, sodium chloride. That was beautiful. You got copper chloride in this one. It should be green. Let's see, here we go. That's awesome. Next up, potassium chloride. Should give off a pink colored flame. Oh yeah. Hit that camera. Woo! You okay, camera? Last one. This is lithium chloride. This one's one of my favorites. This is actually quite fantastic because we've taken all that stuff that we practiced with, all the stuff we experimented with, we were able to put them in balloons and get a colored flame to shoot out of the balloon. Now I got one more thing I'd like to try because I know very much if I just stop right now, there's going to be a question, well, what if you did all of them together to try to make a rainbow of explosion? Or an explosion of rainbow? Or a rainbow of fire explosion? I don't know, I guess I'll have to think on it. Whatever you're thinking in your head right now is actually a great idea. I think we should try it. I don't think you should try it at home because it's not safe. We're trying it in a safe area in a chemistry lab under the supervision of a professional. But really, don't try this at home. Watch it here. Let's see how it turns out. First thing I want to try is to build something to hold candles so that I can get all of them to light at once. Now, I could light one at the end and expect it to cause all of the others to combust. The trouble is, this one's exploding and it pushes the other balloons away from it. They may not combust, at least not all of them. And the goal here really is to get them all to go at once, so we can see this rainbow explosion. Now, I gotta tell you, I actually think we're not gonna see the colors very well, because when you start to combine all these colors together, you get white light. I mean, after all, that's what white light is. It's all the colors combined. But you know what? We won't know unless we try. So, I don't know. I was thinking about this as I was filling up all the balloons. I think this might be the only reason I make all these videos. It's these moments right here of anticipation where I just don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm so excited to find out. This is that moment. Let's light it up. Oh no! Hey, just like I predicted. I decided I just can't do it. I can't walk away when all of them didn't blow up at the same time. You don't give up. So I have redone all of it. I have refilled everything. I have masked out and filled out, and we're ready to do it again. Only this time, I'm gonna take a little tape my balloons together so that they don't spread out, and hopefully they all go boom at once. Again.
I decide, let's go to the local burger joint and get some of those plastic things that they have that hold the balloons. And that way I can keep all the balloons from moving around during the explosion. Because at this point, I'm getting kind of desperate.
But I will not stop until we're successful. Please let this be the time. You go. Gotta try again. We're gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna bring the balloons to the flame. And we're gonna make them all blow up at once, because you know what, I'm committed. You never give up. And just like I expected, we didn't see a lot of variation in the color like we did before. Now, if you want to know why, and you want to know why they were giving off color in the first place, look down in the description. I've got an explanation of the science. And if you want to learn more, hey, we got a lot more going on at Beals Science YouTube, more at bealscience.com. And you know why I go through all this headache, all this heartache, and all this work of cleaning up messes? Well, it's just to remind you to keep on learning. And thanks for watching.